Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, dear students. I'm Mr. Mohammad Khalid, and you are learning technical and business writing. It is week 7, lessons 13 and 14. Today we are learning formal letter writing. Dear students, formal letter writing, official correspondence, or the business correspondence are one of the major portion of the communication. And everybody has to communicate formally to the different people, organizations, departments, and all that communication which is made about a specific fact, specific issue to a concerned authority, that is called official correspondence or the formal letters. For example, these days in acute winter, people often face trouble regarding the gas supply, electricity issues, or others. Therefore, they have to write different kind of applications or different kind of letters to the concerned department in which they state their problems quite comprehensively. This is called official correspondence or the formal correspondence. Similarly, we have to communicate in our official life to different departments, different issues, clear in which the subject matter is dealt. And being an employee or an officer, we have to create lots of message or correspondence, fine, in which the letter writing is still considered to be one of the most important segment of the current communication. The objective of teaching this content is to inform, train, and guide our students to help them produce excellent, fault-free, and effective letters in their office and workplace, currently or in future. The students, move next. Contents. In this entire discussion, we are going to cover the following points. What is letter writing? Types of the official letters, parts of the formal letters, formats of the letters, and other types of the letter with the description. For example, appeal letters, business letters, cover letters, letters of inquiry, query letters, sales letter, thank you letters. There are so many different types of letters which are conventional in the official correspondence. Well, what is a letter? Letter basically is a written message which is mailed to another person, in which there is a writer, another is a receiver. Letters are one of the most primitive, old mode of communication. From thousands of years, human being have been writing letters, and it is still in the communication. Later on, as the time passed, the postal departments came to existence, and later on, the technology, transport, that revolutionized the letter systems. Primarily, we divide letters into two main branches. Number one, informal letters, and second are called the formal letters. Informal letters are about our personal and social communication, in which we talk to, which we write to our family members, friends, relatives, and share our own feelings, problems. We write to seek their cooperation. Okay. We write invitations to participate in a family function, in wedding, or to invite them to come and stay on the long vacations. And sometimes people have to write the sorry letters or share condolences on the demise or death of some person. These letters sustain and develop our social communication. Okay. In the informal letters, we can write according to the relationship, the affinity with the person. Okay. We can become frank, we can cut jokes, we can share poetry, we can use the local expressions. Okay. And there is no length specified for the informal letter. Mean a person can write a letter of 3 lines and he can write 3,000 lines. So there is no limit is imposed on the informal letter writing. Informal letter writing is often in the conversational style, as the two people are talking to each other. Fine. But the formal letter writing is, as I have expressed in quite beginning, is always about a specific problem. Okay. And the formal letters are written to seek help, to seek cooperation from some other body, organization, department. Okay. We express the letter, we write a letter for specific issues that we are facing. We express that issue in a very logical, objective, and clear manner. We cannot afford to stretch the subject matter कि हम बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं लिखते. We remain relevant. Okay. In the formal letter writing, we cannot be over frank. We cannot over frank. We cannot supposed to cut jokes, write slangs, okay, write poetry, excessive use of idiomatic expressions. Okay. I mean, all this is not fair in the formal letters. Clear? And the formal letters have to be learned. Clear? We need to learn the art, how to design a formal letter, their format, typography, and much more. Fine. Therefore, the formal letter writing is the very important portion of the communication, and in all the departments, the communication often made is in the form of letters and memorandums and emails and all that. And the person dealing with all this communication have to be quite intelligent and well versed in communication and techniques. Well, dear students, what are the different formats Clear? There are so many formats of the formal letters, and interestingly, all the organizations or the different organizations follow the different format of the letters. They often have their own letterheads in which the people or in which their employees have to communicate. Clear? One of the three main styles of the letter writing formats are full block style, full block style, semi block style, and indent block style. Clear? There are three main styles: full block style, semi block style, and indent block style. Here it is the example of the indent block style. Clear? Indent block style is that you find it here that this portion is heading. It is called inside address. So this is the style. Clear? You divide the page into the half, okay, and at the right corner you mention heading. Here it is, you mention inside address, here salutation, and it is the body of the letter. It is now once again, it is again on the right hand side, and it is called the signature and the space for the name. This style in which one thing is here, other is here, and remaining is here, this is called indent block style. Okay, what is a full block style? The full block style is that if we write everything on the right side a line, it is called full block style. Let's see if there is any other picture available with this. This is the example of the full block style, that everything heading, inside address, salutation, body of the letter, and everything is in the left hand side. Okay, this is called full black block style, and here is the example: block style and modified block or indent block. In the block style you find heading, inside address, salutation, body of the letter, okay, the complementary clause and name. Everything is right hand side line, and the writing starts from here. Whereas in the indent block style, it is what? That heading, inside address, okay. So these two things shift from, these two blocks shift here on the right, on the right. Students, you have to opt any. You can write a formal letter, you can compose your formal letter in this block style, or you can compose your formal letter in modified or indent block style. I'm sure that you have learned the difference of the block style and indent block style. Okay, there is one semi-block style, that the heading is generated in the middle, whereas the other things remain with little change. That is called the semi-block style. But our main purpose is to learn at least two main styles: full block style and indent block style. Dear students, now we come to the parts of a letter. Standard letter format. What are the main sections of a letter. Okay. The very first section of the letter is called heading, in which you mention your address and the date. This is called heading. Second thing is called inside address or address, the recipient's name and address. Mean you write the name of the authority whom you want to send the letter, his designation and office address. Third thing is called salutation, a greeting followed by a colon or a comma. Salutation primarily are the respectable words and titles we use to talk to a person. Okay, they are called salutation. Dear sir, respected sir, honorable sir, reverend sir, dear ma'am, respected ma'am, honorable ma'am. Okay, so these are called salutation. Number 4, body of the letter. This is the main section of the letter in which we express the subject matter, the issue, the problem precisely. Okay, we normally divide the body of the letter into two or three or more sections. Clear? In the first section, we introduce the problem and the reason of writing the letter. In second part, we explain the problem in detail. We give details, compare and contrast, cause and effects. Okay, mean we express the problem in detail. And third portion in the body is called the request, that what we want from the other person. And fifth is called closing, complimentary close, saying goodbye to someone with grace, with courtesy. Clear? Sincerely, yours, obediently, love. Okay, such expressions in which we close our discussion. Fine. 6, signature, handwritten. Okay, and and the name and the signature, and you find everything here. I have explained all it, that here it is the heading, inside address, salutation, body of the letter, complimentary close, signature, name, and all that. Dear students, all the formal letters do have these main portions. Their arrangement can be changed according to the format. Meaning the block style, as you understand, everything is on the left hand side line, whereas in semi-block style or indent block style, you find that heading moves towards right and the lower portion, means signature and name, they move to the right side, remaining everything on the left hand side align. Respectable students, now move to the next portion. It is an example of the letter. Formal letter format, it is an example, and here you find heading, your full name and address, today's date, recipient name, title, company and address. Clear? This portion is called heading. Jennifer Jasper, 123 Dictionary Road, Maytown, NY33221. This is the name of the writer, and here is the place from where the writer is writing the letter. We give one space, and it is the date on which the letter is written. Clear? And it is again, date is wrong. We have to be careful while we are completing it. Clear? The date must be correct here. Okay? Mr. Howard Reed, CEO. Okay? And this is the recipient name, title, company, address, and this is Dear Mr. Reed. Fine? It is called salutation. Dear Mr. Okay, when you know the name of the authority, then you have to write, we write normally dear, respected, honorable, reverend. Fine. And this is introduction. This portion you find, this is the body of the letter, and it has been divided into 4 small paragraphs. Okay, let's see it. I'm reaching out on behalf of the Word Company. As head of marketing, I'm well aware of your digital media brands and the reach they have amassed over the last year. I believe that a partnership would propel both our companies forward at the faster rate. The reason of writing. Here he is explaining the Word Company specializes in unique word games, especially mobile mini games. Research indicates that spending only 5 minutes each day playing a word game can decrease your chance of memory loss by 20%. I would like details. I would like to propose a series of curated articles on your site, wordnerds.com, that feature our most popular mini games and the benefits they bring to users. We will provide you with information about the games and free access to test them out. Your content team would then write about these specific games. Conclusions. Here it is that how you close your discussion and what you actually want. If you are interested in working with the Word Company, please reach out to me directly. We are open to other partnership ideas. Together, we can make the world smarter, one word at a time. Mean invitation, inviting warmly to a person, encouraging him to join and to start the business, collaborate in the business. Fine. And here, closing, respectfully, sincerely, okay, obediently, yours obediently. Fine. So they are the closing. And name, Jennifer Jasper, head of the marketing, the Word Company, and here, signature. Dear students, I'm sure that you have learned the following points, that letters are one of the most important part of the official communication. Official letters are divided. There are 3 major formats: block, Indian block, and the semi-block style. You have also learned the main portions of the letters. Thank you very much.